Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I am Mr. Blast and today we are taking a look at the Transformers Age of the Primes AERIALBOT Slingshot. We're going to go over his articulation, going to take a look at any and all paint and or sticker apps, and we're going to find out, is he worthy of being added to your Transformers collection? Let's get him off the stand and find out. Okay, so before we take a look at the actual bot himself, let's go over the box art really quick. And you've got some really cool promo shots of Slingshot right there in his robot mode, and there he is in his jet alt mode. 17 steps to change him, and he's number 2 of 5 to form Superion. Spoiler alert, if you want to complete Superion, Age of the Prime Superion, you have to have Slingshot. So that's it, guys. Video's over. You got to buy him. Okay, no, we're just kidding. Here's the back of the box. 2 of 5. There he is. There's double guns right there. And 17 steps. And his jet. More than meets the eye. Authentic Transformers. And I just want to point something out. This part right here of the jet is not black. Painted black on mine. It is white. I feel like these were early prototype test shots. They probably were. And yeah, they just didn't paint it, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they weren't trying to save money. I don't know. There's some more of the Primes on the side, and then the Autobots and Transformers, so all are one. And that's it. Nice box crash. And here he is out of the box and in our hands. And he looks okay. He looks like a decent G1 version of Slingshot, which is fine by me. There's a couple of glaring things that have been talked about and gone over many times over, but I have to point it out myself. But yeah, let's start from the top. Let's go with his articulation. Let's look at his head here. He goes back and forth. You can turn all the way around. Transformation. His landing gear is right here, which actually works better than air raids, so that's pretty cool. He's got the straight up orange face that he had in the cartoon as well. There's no Autobot symbol here. That kind of drives me nuts. Air Raid had one, I believe, but he does not. Kind of weird. So let's look at his arms. You can spin him around in a 360 motion. Wait, what did I just get caught on? Hold on, let me see that. Did I just get caught on something on the way around? Oh, I did. Look, he gets caught on that, so you kind of have to move the arm around, and then you can do it. Sure, okay, that's fine, I guess. Not really too often where you need to spin the arms around a Transformer. But number one, I don't really care for his hands. Again, there is no articulation whatsoever. If you take this gun out of his hand, that's it. That's all you get. A painted piece around his hand, which mine is done. It's all right. Again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. When you buy combiner bots, you don't buy them for their individual bot mode. You buy them for the end result. And in this case, we'll have to wait a few more months to get the next one in line, which I believe is Silverbolt, I think. I'll have to make sure on that. I'm pretty sure it's him. His torso, he does have waist articulation, which is cool for posing. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Lines up pretty well. Again, this is just painted black here. All this is painted black. The legs are not. This is actually molded plastic because it's on a mushroom peg. So you can see there. He's got thigh swivel. He can kick upwards. And he can go backwards too, which is pretty cool. And let's get down to this mess of a leg. Panel gaps. Should we even really complain about panel gaps anymore on deluxe class bots? Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it just depends on who you are, what kind of a collector you are. I point them out to you guys for these reviews and this review's sake, and it's something that I can't keep my eyes off of, but it's not something that's going to make or break a purchase on a bot. I guess if it's a lot, maybe, I don't know. But at this price point, in this scale, whatever, it is what it is. You have his wings back here that you need to fold back for transformation purposes. He does have ankle pivot. And then, of course, the number one thing everybody hates about this bot is his gigantic heel spurs. I don't understand why. We could have just gone that extra step and made it so that they fold up here, or a portion of it so that he still has a heel spur. Because if you fold all this up, then he has more of a chance of falling over and not standing up in his robot form. So I guess there's that. He's got knees work. They 90 degrees, so that's pretty good, I guess. but it's just this is really not so great. I really wish they would have done something different with this. I don't want to harp on it, but it seems like a thing that everyone's been kind of like about in general. You can kind of see it way more on this side because it doesn't have this tail fin here, but they could have done something different where like this folds, but I guess adding an extra pin right here would have been too much, so I guess we're just not going to worry about it. For his toe, you can do this for transformation purposes, and really that's about it. But he does have ankle pivot, which is, you know, it's good for posing. You don't want to have figures or Transformers, Marvel Legends, whatever, that don't have toe pivot. That drives me nuts. Or ankle pivot, rather. Toe pivot is something for premium figures, I guess. These guys definitely don't have that. So overall, he looks pretty good in his robot mode. It's not terrible, it's not wonderful, but it's pretty good. This folds back, you know, you can kind of see a bunch of stuff in here, all the screws and everything, but it is what it is. I feel like Air Raid did it better, but let's check out his jet mode and let's see how he looks, because it's way better than what we got with Air Raid. Let's check it out. Okay, here he is in his jet mode, which came out a lot cleaner than Air Raid's. You can barely tell that there's a robot underneath here. So yeah, this one's way better as far as this goes. And like I said, if we compare the front of my jet here compared to what it looks like on the back of the box, that black part that's right here in the front next to the cockpit, it's not painted. So I don't know if that's just, I don't know, does your guys look the same as mine? Because I feel like that should have been painted, right? The promo shot shows it painted. And I only just now noticed it too, literally when I was looking at the packaging. So he comes together pretty nicely as a jet. He's got his landing gear right here on the back of his head, and he actually does touch the table when you set it down on the table, which is really nice. His guns go underneath here, which are just molded plastic. There's no paint or anything to them. And he's got a nice blue stripe here. Mine's painted pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. On both sides, I think, too. Yeah, looks pretty good. He's got the Autobot symbols right here on his wings, and mine's got a weird, like, square right here, but it's not on this wing either. So I don't know what happened with the painting. They at least remembered the black stripe that goes across the top of the jet. And the cockpit, I believe that is just a piece that snaps on there. But it is a nice bright orange. You definitely can't miss that on the shelf, and the nose cone was painted black as well. And mine looks pretty clean. The lines look really good on it. So, but I really like his jet mode way more than his robot mode. You can barely tell that this is a Transformer, which is really cool. And that's really kind of what I ask for when I get these bots, is make one mode really good. You know, some bots, neither one of them are really good. So it just depends on what you're collecting. I wish that every bot had good forms in both of them, but we can't have our cake and eat it too sometimes. So again, especially at this price point. So, but he looks really good. I think he looks way better than Air Raid does in his jet mode, but Air Raid looks better in his bot mode than Slingshot does. So I don't know. Again, can't have your cake and eat it too, I guess, with these types of bots. So, but yeah, he looks pretty good. Really can't complain about this guy. Like I said, there's really not much else to him, because every time you collect a bot for a combiner, like I always say, it's just a means to an end to get to your final destination of your combined mode. In this case, we're waiting on Superion. And once he's combined, I'm probably never going to take them out of Superion. They're just going to be there forever until I have to move or I rearrange my shelving or something like that. So, but yeah, what do you guys think? Would you pick up Slingshot for your collection? I'm sure you will if you like Superion, if you like Transformers in general. Like I said, this one's pretty good as far as the airplane mode goes. The bot mode is meh. From basically the knees down, those heel spurs are really a big no-no for me. But again, I guess if they added that pin, it would have made it a little bit more tolerable as far as how far out they stick. But just whatever, it is what it is. So again, we're just getting these to get Superion. Just like we're doing with the Constructicons, we'll overlook some of the things wrong with them in bot mode. I think it was Bone Crusher, where he's just one green color and a little bit of paint apps here and there. So, but yeah, if you guys are looking to get your very own, I will leave a link down in the description below to Big Bad Toy Store. you can acquire one from there. So if you want to complete your Age of the Prime Superion and something that looks better than the Combiner War Superion, we should probably take a look at that ASAP. And I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you like this content, please hit the thumbs up. I upload pretty much every day, so make sure that your notifications are on, you're subscribed, you like this video as well. And I have a ton of other videos of just Transformers and Gundam and Marvel Legends and Figure Arts and Dragon Ball and all kinds of stuff. So make sure you guys check all that out. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am Mr. Blast, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Later.